Hello, thank you so much for clicking on this video. How are you today? If this is your very first time to come across this channel, my name is BD, but you can call me Auntie BD. I do DIYs, I talk about relatable issues, and I talk about personal development, wanting to be better than the way we were yesterday. If you find this interesting, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And yeah, into this video, I want to show you how I do my signature makeup. It is important as a lady that you have a signature look. Your style, your dress style, your hairstyle, your makeup, just have this signature, stunning, classic look that people recognize you for when you are coming, when you enter a space, even a smell. Try to have a signature smell that people recognize you with when you enter a space. And for me, this makeup is that makeup that stands me out. I love it. I use it most of the time when you know, I'm shooting my videos, when I'm going to church. Anytime I want to look stunning and I'm not sure what makeup look to do, I go for my signature because I can never be wrong with it. So the first thing I did was to apply my face primer around my clean face. The face is washed and clean already. So I applied my face primer around my face. Then while the face is still damp with the primer, I use a toothbrush here, toothbrush. That's what I use to, just to arrange my eyebrows, set them in order because it's damp and slightly wet from the face primer. Just use the opportunity to put them in order. So the next thing I do was to apply my foundation exactly the color of my skin. I don't go for any shades lighter or darker. I try to choose foundation all the time that are exactly my skin tone because that's what gives me that classic finish that I always love. So this hour I just press the foundation into my face. Now, because I will usually have breakout anytime, acne and breakout anytime I use makeup brushes. So I usually use my fingers, two of my fingers, to rub in my foundation into my face. And yes, how I do it, I just use two fingers and I begin to even it out one space at a time into my face around, making sure that they are evenly placed. Very easy. You will love it. If you're struggling with acne anytime, you keep treating acne and you don't know why you constantly have this breakout, it could be that you are reacting, you're allergic to the makeup brush you are using. So try using your hand and see how it goes. For me, when I stopped using brush for my face, it worked perfectly well for me. So the second benefit of using your finger is that you're sure that the products are not packed into the brush that you are using. So all the products are in your face. All the products that you apply on your face stay on your face, and the remaining one after you finish smoothing out the foundation on your face, you can put them around your ears, your neck. Just make sure you clean it out, clean your fingers out, so you discover that all the products are in your face. There is no wastage at all. And then you will not also suffer from, and dirty brushes all the time, having to wash your brushes. And if you don't wash them, it might cause infection like acne and breakout. Yeah. So because this is my regular signature look, I don't go for concealer and those contour highlights with concealer. I go straight for my loose powder, and then I mix it with a little bit with a white powder, this timeless white powder here, just to give me some highlight around my eye area, my cheekbone, my chin, my forehead, and my nose. So I mix this white powder with my normal brown powder. This is the color of my skin, to brighten it up a little bit, and then I use my brush to mix it together, then apply it around these areas I just mentioned, like so. So this is just enough highlights for me. I don't need any concealer, at least not when I am trying to achieve this look I'm showing you now. So I pinch at the tip of that my brush to form a very tiny brush, and then I put that same powder around my bridge, the bridge of my nose, to create some highlights there too, like so. So this is very simple. We've created the highlights without, using any concealer. So the next I do is just rub in the remaining product on the brush by that space, and by my joy line, just to, create a little bit of a highlight. The next thing, obviously my product has almost finished. That's to show you how much I use it. So I use this dark cake powder, whatever it's called, and I use it to create a form of contour around my um cheekbone, my lower cheekbone. I use my hairline. From my hairline, I draw it towards my mouth area, and then I use it for my upper forehead line also, to create also a form of contour around that area, also to take away the ash line of the foundation around my ear area, like so. Then I use this lighter shade from this my contour palette, palette, to create a form of blush on my upper cheekbone, like so. So I've even applied the darker one from my hairline, my side bears towards my mouth area. Just above that, I applied some lighter color that will form a blush. So the next thing I went for is for my eye shadow. So I'm using those four colors here. They are all different shades of um, gold, brown, and I'll use black also. I'm just showing you the colors I'm going to use. So I want to create this natural look yet. I've done this eyes, so I'm moving over to the other eyes to show you how I applied it. So I use this gold color here, and then I used it to trace around the curve of my eyelid, like so. Very simple. You know that area where your eyes deepen and there's a bone there. You just trace it from that spot. Let your brush sink into that bone. So it will give you a perfect curve of what your eyelid really looks like. So this is what I do. Very simple. I apply this brownish, very close to my skin, brown, goldish, metallic um, eyeshadow to my eyes, all over, just one color all over. I apply this metallic gold. After that, I reached out for my black eyeshadow. So now this black eyeshadow is going to, you know, neutralize the gold a little bit at the end of my eye, just towards the end of my um, eyelid there. So look at how I apply it at the end, neutralizing that gold product that I first of all added. But because of the gold product also, the black doesn't look very black. It now turns into like a brownish shade of gold, like so. Very pretty, very shadowy, sophisticated look. So when I'm sure it is well blended and the color is evenly blended from the um, the outer end towards my inner end of my eyes, forming that flow of shadow of color. Then I dug back into my dark eyeshadow, my black eyeshadow, and made the outer ends look darker. So it's going to be this even flow of color, dark gray and then gold. See how pretty it looks. Just a even flow of color like so. So I continue to enhance my eyeshadow by applying this color here. It's a lighter shade of gold, but not too metallic. So I use it to highlight the upper eyelid, just to form like a demarcation between the upper and the lower eyelid. Also trying to form a cut crease, a crease like so. Very easy. Blend, blend, blend in. Make sure there are no sharp lines. Let it look as natural as possible. Let the flow be natural. The next, I went in for this color. This doesn't have any metallic look to it. It's just a pure brown color. And I used it to also blend in my upper eyelid like so. I took that color a little bit above that cut crease, or the cuts that I just tried to create, the shadow of cuts I just tried to create. So I took it up above there, and that is how I ended my makeup, my eye makeup. So the next thing is to apply a darker color, a light dark brown, to form like a contour around my nose area like this. So I'm contouring my nose with a brown eyeshadow, no metallic to it, just brown, no shimmer, just brown eyeshadow to contour my nose, almost like 2 shades darker than my actual skin color, like so. So the key here is to look as natural as possible. So I don't want any pointy, sharp pencil kind of nose. I just want something that looks as natural, as African, as classic as possible. So I used that lighter shade to highlight the bridge of my nose. So the next thing I do was to use my toothbrush again to put every rascally eyebrow in order. Then I went for my eyeliner and began to fill in the blank space. So the key is that I want my eyebrow to look as natural as possible. That's my signature look. My eyebrow must be as natural as possible. So I just fill in every bar spot, every bar spot, and then at the tail end of my eyebrow, I try to make it pointier. So I draw lines to make it look as pointier but as natural as possible. That's easy, that's simple. I don't go more than that. I don't try to, highlight the edges to make sure that they're sharp and pointy. No, I don't want that. I do that for another kind of makeup, but for this very makeup, I just let it be like this. Then there will be no signature makeup without my wing liner. My wing liner is a signature look for me, no matter the kind of makeup I'm wearing. I don't play with my wing. I make it as sharp, as pointy, and as long as I want. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I make them really very long. Sometimes they are shorter. Today I'm wearing very long one, which is actually my signature look. Like so, they are so beautiful. I like how, because I have wide face, broad face, so it's just like my face is just like my canvas. So I draw on it, and my eyebrows or my wing line is one of the things that I use in capturing that wide face that has enough space to play with. Yeah. And then I wear on my mascara. So my my eyelashes were quite long when I was younger, but now I don't know where they went to. But anytime I wear um, my mascara, I think they look better. So, like I said, it's a natural signature look. So, I usually don't wear lashes for this look. I just use my mascara. Then I went in again for my powder and then just small, then blend in everything. We don't want any sharp edge. We want everything to look evenly placed, beautiful, no sharp lines. So I went into the powder and blend in all colors together to my neck, my ears, my hairline. Make sure every of the products are well blended in and looking flawlessly beautiful. Then I will line my lip. Now, my signature lipstick is pure pepper red lipstick. Or just to give me some um, definition, I use a darker shade of liner, and then I go for my pepper red lipstick. I wear it conspicuous, not small. I like rub it into my lip and make sure the whole lips are soaked in the red lipstick. Then that's not all. I even go for a lighter shade of color and put it at the inner um, part of my lip just to create that flow, that shadowy or that umbrella, umbrella, umbrella look, like so. I didn't come to play with my lipstick. Oh, I really apply it, and this is how the finished look like. Really pretty. Like my lips are speaking volume. So this is my signature makeup. The secret to this makeup is that it's loud, but it's not loud. So because there's no highlights, those contour or those enhancements and sharp edges that other, very dummy dolly makeup look like. This one just looks natural but sophisticated. I don't know if you understand. So this is how me on a normal day would look like. Ta-dam!